professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a Scantron, pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. What you see right now is millennial entrepreneurs. Now, you could say, if you want to put Gen X, I'm in Gen X, I'm at the end of Gen X. If you want to say Gen X, where the Gen X and millennial come closer together, but that era, millennials, and it was the Gen Z or whatever. This I want to be an entrepreneur BS. I want to be a boss BS, because you got a lot of people who don't realize that there's a lot of millennial entrepreneurs who just want to be bosses in term. I just want to be a boss, but you don't know how to conduct business. You don't know how to handle no business. As a matter of fact, the only reason you're trying to call yourself a boss is because you're trying to hire people to do for you what you don't know how to do. But where did you get the money from? Nowhere. So you're trying to be a boss to your employees, but at the same time, since you don't know how to conduct business properly, you think you can be a boss to your customers, and your customers ain't feeling it. So this started because a brother was talking to me about, he's running a business, and he said, you know what, I'm gonna move on because the people who are younger than me, they're really irresponsible, and I'm doing a job for them, and this is not what I signed up for. So they moved on, which is very much so understandable. And first sign of anything, the new people, the younger people who are trying to, just handle business their own way, they started immediately effing up because, they can't show up on time. They can't, they can't get things ready. They can show up late and close early. It's a problem. And it's not the first time I've seen this. But what's important to have this conversation is, millennials and Gen Y, Gen Z, whatever you want to call it, they're not going to like doing business with their own age group because this spoiled, entitled, anything goes, laissez-faire attitude with everything, it is basically spilled over into business. So now this, I don't feel like doing it. Now people are thinking they can open businesses, and I don't feel like doing it, their customers. I don't feel like doing it, their employees. I just don't, I just ain't in the mood. I got anxiety, I got depression. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. If you open a business and your business has a particular service, get into your service, So with me, it's like, it's problematic. What you're going to come to find out at the end of the day is what's going on right now, to me, is the internet. And you might say, Gen X, we're part of this issue. We basically use the internet as a tool to know that the future is going to be incompetent. So you ain't even got to deal with millennials and Gen Y and Gen Z doing business because they're too spoiled to be punctual, to be on time, to be even professional. So it's going to be a big problem. Now, some of you cats don't realize that, but that's basically what's going on. And unfortunately, of course, there are going to be people in the group that, they're ahead of the curve because they've always been a minority of good businesses and good business owners and good brands, but, and I'm going to preface this by saying this. For all the young people who work at Chick-fil-A, with customer service and punctuality and having a standard, y'all gonna probably be the best. Y'all gonna be light years ahead of your quote unquote competitors in business because y'all understand how to run a business that's productive in a productive manner. The other people in your age groups, not so much. They just, I'm gonna show up. Their approach comes off like, drug dealing. I'll get there when I get there because you want to get high. Like that, if you selling advice, I can do it. But if you're actually doing some business, you can't. So this bad mentality, personally, I don't even think like millennials, like I said, are gonna do business with other millennials. I just don't think so. I'm not gonna say they introduced this bad business habit. I'm gonna say it started before you, like with us and Gen X and baby boomers, because I was always trying to finesse and get over on folks. But I think basically y'all took what y'all saw as a norm and an easy way out, and y'all have made it. You've made a perverted situation more perverse, and made it worse to the point where, for a lot of people, it's not even. It's just a waste of time for them to even interact with you. You know, so, and with the incompetence of society, it's only going to get worse. And what people are going to start paying for is actually competence. Competence is going to go a long way in these next, I would say, 50 years. Because you're going to be surrounded by incompetence. Like to the point where, think about it, the kids don't even know how to write in cursive. A lot of these kids are not even reading properly, so not even writing properly. And these are the people who are going to quote unquote have businesses. It's not going to go well like this. You know, everybody wants to, you're going to have people you see people all the time at work making TikTok videos. That's not how you handle your business. That's not entrepreneurship. That's stupid. You're not even promoting a business. You're promoting yourself on your page, working for somebody. And then when people pull up like, nah, that's all right. I ain't got time for this. So, millennial entrepreneurs, y'all going to have an issue. Big issue. Y'all got an issue. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm done. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch you on the next one. Peace.